Hey guys, it's Ash here, and this is part 2 of the revamping your sew-in video. So, let's go ahead and get started. If you hear that noise, that is my wood wick candle, so that's what that crackling sound is. But yeah, so this is the sew-in, nice and washed. Again, this is the Kendra's Hair Boutique. It's the Brazilian straight. So, first thing I'm going to do is my leave out, which is what I always do first. So, it's dry. So my whole sew-in, I let it air dry. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this straight, which is the main focus of the sewing, right? Making sure your hair blends. So since this is straight hair, if I flat iron it, I mean, it makes it look more, I guess, silky and, you know, all of that jazz. But you don't absolutely have to. As you can see, the hair is straight already. So it doesn't really come with like a wave or anything. So, so the first thing I'm going to do is blow dry it. So I always blow dry my leave out, even if it's dry. So it's dry right now, but I'm still going to blow dry it. And I blow dry it. This is a Hot Tools blow dryer. As you can see, it is rigged up. But I'm going to do it on high heat and on low speed. So now that that's done, I got all the major kinks out of it. So now, alright, so now I am going to get this hair out of the way. Section it off. So I'm going to section it off here into small sections. Like this. Alright, so I'm going to take a fine tooth comb. These are the ones I like to use, you know, the one with the really close together combs. So as you can see, these teeth are further apart than this one. So basically I'm just going to do the comb chase method. So I make sure my hair is locked through the comb. And take my flat iron. I'm using my Babyless Pro, and I just basically do the comb chase method, and I can already see that my ends didn't get as straight as I want, so I'm just going to go back through. Alright, and I like to comb it against the hair so I can see how well it's blending. Alright, then I'm just going to move on. And like I said, this sew-in is like ridiculously ready to come out. Against the hair, see it's blending. Okay. So I don't worry about the front like right here because we gonna handle it. The back track is showing. So I'm going to cut some of this part out and make it go backwards. So in order for it to stay backwards, we have to flat iron it so that it is forced to sit backwards. Like that. So now when we go to spread it out over our tracks, it is stationed to be backwards. So as you can see, the hair is still kind of lifting a little bit. You can take your flat iron or curling iron. I like to use the curling iron, but if I don't have a curling iron, I'll use my blow dryer. So for our front edges, I have a little tiny Cortex flat iron that I use. So I just part it like this. Take my little tiny baby Cortex flat iron. Get that out of there. Child, I got so much stuff on this little table, it's ridiculous. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Like that. Whatever. You don't have to be like super duper straight, but alright, that's good enough. So now I'm going to take the hair with some of the weave and I'm going to flat iron it going back. So pull it going back like that so that it sits back. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Because anytime I do straight hair anyway, I put it behind my ears. So I take the front two pieces and just basically pull it behind my ears so that it sits like this. Alright, so I'm not going to flat iron the actual hair because I kind of like it when it looks natural like this, when it has a little bit of wave to it. But if you do flat iron it, I mean, it's just beautiful when you do flat iron it. So you see those flyaways? I take the Vibrant Sexy Hair Rose Elixir oil, or you can use Bio Silk, whichever one. You can also put it in your hand. Alright, my camera stopped, but I still see some flyaways, but for the most part, we are ready and set. So now I'm going to, this is the sew-in close up. Nice and flat and very natural looking. So now I'm going to take some of the Style Factor Edge Booster and take care of our edges. So what is we doing? There we go. Just like that. Alright, y'all. So our hair is done. So I basically revamped that Kendra's Hair Boutique hair. So like I said, if you want to go through and flat iron it, you can. Like I said, it is not necessary. It isn't necessary at all. But if you do, it's just going to look way, it's just going to look so much better than this. But for me, this is the looks I always go for. I like stuff that looks very natural, that has people guessing like, is that her hair? You know, who knows? Is it any of your business anyway? But no. Yeah, so we started from a catastrophe and I think this turned out pretty decent. Yeah, so if you have any questions on any of the products I use or anything like that, I didn't do a whole lot, but this sew-in was ridiculous. Y'all saw it in the first video. So yeah, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section below and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.